Hi, it's Patty with Cruise and Travel Tips, and I want you to do a video on Carnival service gratuities or tips. There is so much stuff on social media about how people tip and what you should tip and how the gratuities work on Carnival. So I'm going to tell you everything that I have found out about Carnival service gratuities. Okay, effective when I'm making this video, which is October 2023, Carnival currently charges $16 per person per night for standard cabins and $18 per person per night for a suite or specialty cabin. Okay, 100% of your service gratuity does go to the crew. It is split among stateroom attendants, dining and culinary services, and other crew members who kind of work behind the scenes so that they're taken care of too. Carnival does not keep any of the service gratuity for themselves. So there are a number of ways that you can pay your gratuities, your service gratuities for your cabin for the cruise. You can add them to your booking. There's a little box and it says prepaid gratuities. You can check that and it will automatically figure in those gratuities and add it to the cost of the cruise. And when you pay your cruise, you would be including the gratuities. You can also go ahead and pay your cruise off by the due date without the gratuities and add those gratuities between the time you pay your cruise off and the time you sail. I like to do that because I like to get my cruise paid for, and then after, because it's usually due 60 days before you sail, and then between that 60 days, I'll take care of the prepaid gratuities so that they're all taken care of before we get on the ship. Another way you can do this is not to add the gratuities at all, but be aware that they are going to automatically then add those gratuities to your sell and sign card and whatever form of payment that you have used for the ship. They're going to automatically add that about 2 days, 1 to 2 days before the end of the cruise. So that will be added automatically if you haven't already paid them. Okay, in addition to the cabin service gratuity, there are some additional gratuities that you may have to pay. For instance, if you order one of the drink packages, the Bubbles or the Cheers package, they are going to add an automatic 18% gratuity to the cost of those packages. And you will pay that gratuity at the time that you pay for the package. If you order drinks at the bar and you do not have a package, they are going to automatically add an 18% gratuity to the charge of the drink. Also, on those drinks that you're ordering, if you are in port, there may be an added tax. So be careful of that. If you go to specialty dining, to one of the specialty dining restaurants, the expectation is an 18% gratuity added to your bill. So that will be there. And spa services. If you go to have a massage or have your nails done, you are going to pay a service charge on that, and it's generally 18% across the board with Carnival, I found. So those are additional service charges or gratuities that you are going to pay, and those are for specialty items. So regular dining room, you're not going to pay any other gratuity while you're on the ship, unless you choose to. Now, some people prefer to decide how the tips are going to be spread out on their own. And what I've seen a lot of people do is they'll get envelopes and they'll put so much in there for their cabin steward and so much for the dining staff or any other people that they want to tip, and they will give them to them. Sometimes people say they give it to them the first day of the cruise, the middle of the cruise, the last day of the cruise, however they choose to do it. However, keep in mind, you're still going to be charged the prepaid or the pre-assessed gratuities, it's going to automatically be added to your sell and sign card. So if you are doing this and you don't want to pay those gratuities, then your only option is to go to the customer service desk on the last day of the cruise after the gratuities have been added to your sell and sign and have them removed. A lot of people do this. As you will see, on the last day of the cruise, there will be really long lines at the guest services. I don't know if they're removing because they just want to remove or if they're removing because they chose to distribute the tips on their own. Also, it is not expected for you to tip any more than what you have already paid with the pre-assessed gratuities. There's no expectation that you give anybody else any money on the ship. But some people do choose to give extra money. And like I said, a lot of them, they'll get little envelopes with cards and they'll fill them out, thank you. And they'll leave a little bit extra money for their cabin steward or their dining staff if they have regular dining staff. Now, some people will leave so much every day. Some will tip in advance. Some will tip at the end. It's really up to you what you decide to do. I prefer to prepay the gratuities. Then I know that everyone is receiving a tip. I will be very honest with you. I'm not overly generous. You hear these people on social media saying I give the steward $100 every day. I don't. Honestly, I don't. Now, if the cabin steward is really friendly and very helpful, then I may choose to leave a little bit extra for the cabin steward. If the dining staff, I usually do my time dining or anytime dining. If I enjoy the staff at dinner, I may leave a little bit extra. Now, one thing that I usually do, because I play in the casino a lot and I usually get free drinks in the casino, I do tip the servers because I'm not paying for those drinks. And I will tip those servers $1 to $2 for every drink that I receive in the casino. Now, if you are on a package, like the Cheers package, or if you're having to pay for your drinks, you're already paying that 18% gratuity, so you don't have to give them extra. But it's kind of nice to give them $1. You'll get drinks a little bit faster, I think. So there's just a couple more things that I wanted to add to this video before I finish it off. There are a few people that also need to be considered when it comes to gratuities that are not on the ship. For instance, your shuttle driver, particularly if it's a free shuttle from the airport to the hotel or the hotel to the port. So shuttle drivers and porters, if you drop your bags off when you get to the cruise ship, you're going to leave your bags with the porters, and they're going to get them on the ship for you. They are not included in the pre-assessed gratuities, so $1 here or there is very helpful for them. $1 or $2 per bag is generally the norm. When my husband and I travel, we just give them, for both of us, $5 or $6. So that's something to also consider. Something else to consider is those pre-assessed gratuities that are added to your sell and sign card. Once you disembark the ship, once you get off the ship, you cannot remove them. They will be charged and there's no way to remove them. So that's something else to keep in mind. If you are going to remove those and do cash, you need to do it before you get off the ship. Oh, the other thing that I didn't know that I just found out when I just talked to someone at Carnival the other day, because I was paying off one of my upcoming cruises, and I told you I usually do the pre-assessed gratuities after the due date before the cruise. What I was told is that I can use onboard credit to pay my gratuities. So that's something good to know, because a lot of times you get onboard credit and that takes care of the gratuities. So that's nice. So if you have any questions about the Carnival celebration, I am going to be on the Carnival Celebration the end of November. If there's anything that you would like me to record, find out, look for on the Carnival Celebration, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to do that. If you enjoyed the information, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to my channel, and I am going to start posting more regular videos now. I have quite a few cruises scheduled in the coming year. I'm going to be doing the Horizon, the Miracle. I don't know. I've got like 7 or 8 of them. So when I schedule them, I let you know what ship I'm going to be on. And that way, if you have questions about a particular ship, I can search it while I'm there. So next cruise, the end of November, Carnival Celebration. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful cruise.